Hello again, people. Welcome to another video from Soul with the Flow with your host, me. I'm Robin, if you're not familiar, so pleasure to meet you. Before I even begin with today's message, I just want to say I hope everyone is feeling safe and feels supported with COVID-19 making its name known. If you are feeling like you are alone or questioning the reasoning of it all, chance would have it that you landed on my page. Lucky you. I'm here to be an accessible guide so that you can become the strong foundation that leads you to well-being. So, as they say, the show must go on. Spirituality. What is this? I'm sure you have a perception of what spirituality looks like on the outer surface, because as humans, we tend to judge on the outside, the visual version that you can identify. Whatever that looks like to you or what social media would have you believe, I'm here to tell you all, none of that matters. There is no such thing as what a person who embodies spirituality should look like. Take me, for example. I'm an old school 90s hip-hop fan. Wu-Tang forever. I can swear like a trucker, politically incorrect, loves animals and nature, enjoys a toke here and there, naughty, yeah, whatever. And I have a wicked sense of humor. Even friends and family that grew up with me probably had no idea I was on a spiritual journey because I was just myself and still enjoying the things I fancied in life. Yes, I admit I was kind of a bad girl growing up, okay? A slight punk. And no, I'm not baiting myself out with stories, okay? But along that road, I picked up new habits and dropped ones that didn't serve me anymore. A gradual work in progress, living and learning. On the outside, you would have no clue that I lived a spiritual life, but it all has to do with your inner attitude. It's looking beyond the surface. You gotta dig a little bit deeper. What I do think is that some people fool others into believing that they have prevailed in spirituality, therefore adopting a certain image that they imagine society will accept as a truth and not question the true motives. There are plenty of false prophets on the scene. Trust me, I've met a few who have their own agenda for whatever reason, all right, or possibly influenced by dark surroundings to keep people misled. And a word of advice, stay away from them. They don't give a shit about you, and they have no idea what the hell they're talking about. A true spiritual person will not be walking around trying to prove anything and will not overstep boundaries to try and convince anyone that they are better or more advanced than you. Spiritual people are their most authentic self without the worries of trying to impress, and most importantly, not pushy. So you're not going to be hearing this, okay? Knock at the door. No Jehovah's, all right, coming to you. So you don't have to pretend you're not home. You will find that they are laid back, easygoing, humble, and some of the coolest cats you'll ever encounter. Great listeners. That's one of the best qualities spiritual people possess, and you will tend to find it easy to open up and speak truths in the presence of someone who will not judge. Haven't you ever been around someone who just radiates calmness? Any guidance spoken will always come from the light to help encourage you to be and do better. They trust the process of life and the guiding hand of the universe to bring people and situations into their lives when the timing is right. Know your audience, okay? a calling of souls searching for honorable connections. Never forced, always invited by natural vibrations that follow your gut, your inner voice, and how you are left feeling. That's a big one. Do you walk away feeling lighter or heavier? I never even knew what spirituality was growing up. I was raised Christian and went to a Catholic school. Yes, I was taught good values and I still take some of them with me to this day. But as I grew older, I started to see how human agenda masks itself, blending into a good concept and altering it to benefit personal opinion. Personally, I also had issues in having to look to an outer source for approval, worthiness, and forgiveness. There were several other instances that really threw me off, and so, unbeknownst to me, my journey of spirituality began without the title of it at around the age of 12. I was questioning the programming. It was only when an event later in life happened that led me to actually seek answers, because I was at a point where I was open. I had grown enough to be prepared for what was coming, and the universe gently guided me towards the right people to bring me to an understanding of who I was and what my soul mission on this earth is. As a society, we are designed to view spirituality as aloof, a scam, hippy-dippy, a joke, and devil's work, which is what I was taught. Come on, you've all seen all those TV shows and movie characters that are playing spiritual. It's a crock of shit, selling an image, remember? Nope. Bursting the bubble, friends. False teachings, okay? Being spiritual is an open, honest, authentic, grounded, and self-understanding lifestyle. It is rejecting outside influences of control that keeps us blinded to the optimal potential of bringing forth you to shine at its brightest in order to become the best version. It is connecting your energy back into this earth and tapping into all its sources and glory. Don't be fooled. It is a calculated move by darker beings on this planet to keep us in a clouded condition so that they can continue to manipulate us into a stagnant state where we allow them to possess all the power and resume the destruction of our Mother Earth and disrupt the connection to her. Mother Earth is source, the main source. Can you even deny that with all that is going on in the world at this very moment? The environment, our amiga, our friend, was not taking our unanswered calls anymore. Now we are forced to come back down to earth from our clouded view and think. If we came to truly embrace our light within, that's our happiness if you didn't know, and discontinue to engage in false conditioning, the planet and us as a whole would elevate to a stage of enlightenment that would push out any need of supremacy, and we would become one. A conscious flow and balance. No tactics of fear to persuade the people into division anymore. Self-love would be the driving force that brings us back together. Not everyone is at a level to comprehend these knowings or even agree with them. I get that. That is perfectly fine. They will definitely not be listening to this recording, and that is okay because it's not meant for them. Maybe in the future, who knows? You need to be in a place to invite the lessons that need to be learned and let go of what no longer serves. It took me years to come to this point, so patience. Enjoy the ride. We are all individually born into this world, living the teachings we are meant to acknowledge, and it will play itself out at its appropriate time. Little by little, we are lifting our positive vibrations. Light patiently waits. When you have accepted your soul to guide you on your life's path, you begin to be more mindful of your actions and the effects they can have down the line. You're 2 steps ahead of the crowd, all right? You see how their behavior, words, and attitude can alter any situation. You now understand that you have the power to change a negative into a positive mindset. You process if some things are worth the energy. Why bother? Is it worth your time? You allow your spirit to drive, which will come from a loving, understanding, compassionate, and adventurous, rather than ego, which would be hateful, judgmental, fearful, and stubborn. You practice a life to live by your beliefs of love and to be an example of being truthful and honest with no regrets. You don't need to explain yourself because at this point, who cares? Eventually, you will shine so bright, some people may too seek the truth as well. Look at you being all helpful. Yeah, buddy. They themselves will start to ask the questions needed to help them come back to God's loving embrace, for they have forgotten. You see, the higher power we pray to is and always has been within us. We are the answers to our prayers. We have been seeking ourselves the entire time. We are God. God is us. We are powerful and our potential is endless. We are one, not one above the other. Maybe you never realized this before. Living a life of betterment is good for all. However you want to express that. Good intentions, right? Guess what? You're already a part of a club of spirituality. Everyone is at their own pace. We all trying to make it in life, are we not? No special group or membership, no hidden agenda, no title, honestly. Just kicking it in life, making the best of it all. Let go of the idea that you have to look, be, and do all these things in order to be spiritual. Just live your life. Enjoy the ride. And be kind, for fuck's sakes. All right, so that's about it. If you want to continue to see content, you can follow me on Instagram at Soul with the Flow. Check it out. Only if you want to. Do what you want, all right? So until another time, ciao.